What's up, guys? We're back with another video, and today we'll be doing a recap of the divisional round predictions and our predictions for the championship round. So first off, Owen, is the recap for the Titans and Bengals game. So if you look at the stats, Tannehill threw 3 interceptions. That's really the only reason why the Bengals won, because if he didn't do that, then the Titans would have won, I felt like, because they sacked Burrow 9 times. Burrow had no touchdowns, no passing touchdowns. The score was 19-16. So I guess it was a bad defensive game and a bad offensive game at the same time, because they locked down on defense and they couldn't score. So I guess both. Or I mean, good defense, I don't know. But yeah. Next game, which was the Rams Buccaneers. Well, the Rams won that game 30-27. Owen, why did they run it the full second half? Why do you think they did that?
I don't know. They were kind of like doing really good in the first half, passing the ball, throwing it to OBJ and Cooper Kupp. I don't know why they started running it instead of the second half. It was kind of dumb coaching.
I wouldn't have done that. I mean, Sean McVay, what are you doing? Do you want to lose this game? Another thing was, is it Tom Brady's last game? I heard an announcement he might retire, but no, I don't think so. It can be his last game. I think he's going to want to end on a Super Bowl, even with those, 10 Super Bowl appearances or something like that. Not the best game for Brady. He only had 1 touchdown. He had an interception. We was 30 for 54. It wasn't a great game. Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans went off those games. Yeah. And then 49ers, Packers. Another average Jimmy G like always. Another thing was 49ers, they pretty much won the game from the block punt they had at the very end of the game. And then, Robbie Gould got the game-winning field goal. Owen, what about the Chiefs-Bills game, the overtime game? What about that?
In that game, I felt like the Bills had a big chance to win in overtime, but they choked on the drive.
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't necessarily choke because, I mean, they did score that touchdown, but they left, even with 13 seconds, they knew they were going to score a field goal in 13 seconds, especially, I thought they had 2 or 3 timeouts the Chiefs did. I mean, Gabriel Davis, though, the Bills wide receiver, he had 4 touchdowns. That was all their touchdowns, I think, or receiving touchdowns. Another thing was, it was the only game that didn't have a game-winning field goal, which was surprising for me. Owen, what was it like to have 3 of the 4 divisional games win in field goals?
Field goal kickers are pretty, good at the end game winners, and it was kind of weird seeing most of the games being ended with field goals, because most of them just end with time running out with with the offense having the ball.
Yeah. And I mean, even the one without the game-winning field goal, it was overtime.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty good catch by Travis Kelce. So now it is our championship predictions, Owen.
Yeah.
So first off is the Bengals v Chiefs. So let me say something. So the Bengals beat the Chiefs in the regular season. I mean, Burrow and Chase went off that game. Chase had 11 receptions, 266 yards, and 3 touchdowns, while Burrow was 30 of 39, 446 yards, and 4 touchdowns. What do you think is going to happen now?
I think the Bengals are going to take the W this game. I like Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow connecting a lot, and I just got the Bengals. I'm a Bengals fan. They're going to take dubs.
So for me, I would say the Bengals. The Chiefs, their defense sucks, and they're not going to sack Burrow 9 times. I mean, Chris Jones isn't doing that good this year. I mean, no. And next one, Rams versus 49ers, Owen.
I think Rams are going to take dubs easily because, 49ers, they're an okay team, but, the Rams are, way better than the 49ers because, they have the passing game going, but the running game for the Rams, you saw last game in the second half, they weren't doing that good in the running game.
So I would also pick Rams. The thing is, in the regular season, 49ers went 2-0 versus the Rams. Well, Matthew Stafford I don't think has any interceptions in the playoff, maybe one, but he didn't have one last game. And Jimmy G is an average quarterback. We all know that. And if he plays trash, they're not going to win. I mean, he's playing lower than average. I mean, and then Stafford, if he throws no interceptions, they're going to win.
Yeah.
And then one other thing is their running game. Each team's running game, if they're good, it's going to be a close game, though. So, me and Owen got our predictions in. I was 2 for 4 in the divisional. Owen was 4 of 4. So, if we get each other's right, then I'll be 4 of 6. Owen will be 6 of 6. So the Super Bowl we think will be the Rams and Bengals. And who do you think's going to win that game?
Bengals.
I think the Rams are going to win.
Of course, I know.
So, yeah. I guess we're going to have to see who wins that game. Even if it's the Chiefs 49ers, maybe it'll be that, but you never know. So, guys, we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Yep.
And you ready for the championship round?
Yeah, let's go. Championship round starting today at 3 o'clock.
Let's go.